Hello and good day to Miss Amin and my fellow friends. As you may be aware, petroleum and natural gas are the primary source for electricity generation in Malaysia. In year 2019, the consumption of these two form of energy sources is 37% and 36% respectively, whereas coal consumption is 21%. Currently, about 80% of the world electricity comes from non-renewable resources. However, these primary energy sources have negative effect and are non-renewable energy when we will phase out one day. Thus, we need to look for renewable sources of primary energy. One of the renewable sources of electricity is wind. This brings to our topic of discussion today, that is, we should use more wind power. Electricity generated with the use of wind turbines is wind power. Fossil fuel from petroleum, natural gas, and coal can cause environmental pollution which affect living things and their life. This is because the particulates and the other air pollution from fossil fuel can cause illness and death. The illness caused to humans include premature death, acute respiratory illness, asthma, chronic bronchitis, and decreased lung function. The radioactive material from the fossil fuel will also pollute the environment. The climate change is also partly due to the release of carbon dioxide by burning of fossil fuel. In addition to this, based on inspirecleanenergy.com, it is estimated that at the current rate of production, oil will run out in 50 years, whereas natural gas and coal will phase out in 50 and 100 years respectively. Hence, we cannot be over-dependent on the non-renewable energy and using more wind power as an alternative or energy source is something we should look into. There are many reasons and advantages in using more wind power. One of the advantages is wind energy is cost effective and it is far cheaper to produce than coal. The wind power is one of the lower price energy sources available today. The wind is free and the electricity from wind farms are sold at a fixed price over a long period of time as compared to petroleum, natural gas, and coal, which fluctuates and rises very often. Unlike coal, nuclear and natural gas plants will consume large amounts of water and resources to keep them cool. Turbines of wind energy don't require any water, making wind power more efficient and eco-friendly. Wind energy is also a clean fuel source. Natural and emission from wind farms are effectively now as compared to the fossil fuel, which emit carbon dioxide and other particulate matter, and also impacts the human health. Based on the Greece magazine, in 2018 alone, electricity generated from wind turbines across USA affected nearly 200 million tons of carbon emission from entering the atmosphere. Another benefit that the wind power offers, it is sustainable in the sense that as long as the sun and wind is available, power can be generated. Wind power also created jobs, as according to the Wind Vision report, wind has the potential to support more than 600,000 jobs in manufacturing, installation, maintenance, and also supporting services by 2050. In addition to this, wind turbines can also be built on existing farms or ranches. As the wind turbines use only a fraction of the land, not only it does to disrupt the work of the farmers and ranchers, it provides additional income to them by receiving the rental payment for the land used by wind power plant owners. Wind power can also be used in transportation. You imagine that we do not resort to higher usage of wind as a source of energy, and one day, when a non-renewable source of energy is no longer in production, the source of energy will be held, or our residents, office, business activities will be adversely affected. Considering these disadvantages of the non-renewable energy, which are not environmental friendly and impact the living beings in short and long term, and the many benefits that wind power, as I mentioned earlier, it is imperative that we should use more wind power. With the increased usage of wind power, it will reduce the dependence on fossil fuel. Nowadays, wind energy technologies that generate electrical power are far from the most popular. With that, I hope you can see the advantages of the wind power and hope the authorities can begin to embrace the wind energy in the near future. That's all for me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time.